It's called Unsorted Horror. Unsorted Horror is a collection of experimental first-person horror games. Most of the horror games are short, 10 to 15 minutes, are designed to be played in one sitting. They do not feature save mechanics. Oh, my chat's fucked up. Okay. It's a box. The other side. Out there is death. Out there is nothing. Yeah. A puzzle horror game where you secretly drill through a reinforced metal wall using a janky drill. Secretly? What am I, prisoner? All right. Pretty cool presentation. The game will open in a new instance. Oh, yeah, maybe I have played this. And I gotta recapture it. Kind of familiar. Official civil guidelines. You do not talk about going outside. This place keeps us safe from the dangers of the outside. Out there's death. Out there's nothing. I believe that once, until an explosion unfolded on the surface level. The crowd that gathered there, they all saw. And nobody was surprised when they were missing the next day. To keep people in a metal box, one must show power. But they forgot one person. And I saw, all right. It's time to leave. Man. It's familiar, but I don't know. Maybe it would have been a while ago, wouldn't it? If I played it, don't remember it. Let's drill it. Just drill it. Just do it. Just fucking drill it, man. You need a new battery? Oh. Well, we're good to go. Now I have to do the computer. Let's see. Oh. Let me insert that drill. This game's called Unsorted Horror. Pretty much what I do every night. Description. It broke. Shit broke, man. A new bit in there. The full. Oh, I gotta tamper it down. More. What else do I need to do? Yo, thank you for the raid, dude. Appreciate that. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a good stream. Just struggling to figure out how to play this game. Insert drill. Haha. Isn't it just fucking broken? Hope you guys had a good stream. What are you guys playing? Yeah, it could be another tool. Aha. This is Unsorted Horror. This is like an anthology horror game. This one's called The Other Side. Apparently I've played it before, but I honestly am not sure if I have or not. Especially not being able to figure out what the fuck's going on. Ah. Little like hammers or something. I think we're good now. We're good. But yeah, they're all like just kind of like analog horror. They're supposed to be like all like little 10-minute games. It must have gotten an update recently because it was at the front of itch for some reason recently. Or the new games rather. There it goes. I don't think I've ever heard of Carbon Steel, though. What's that? Just like another little horror game? What is that? All right, put it down. The battery's fucking dead now, isn't it? Battery. You gotta lock the whole thing in, take the battery off. It's very similar with a drilling mechanism. I wouldn't be surprised if this had something to do with it in some way, the dev or something in that case. That sounds cool. Wait for it to charge up. It had some backstory at the beginning too, like we're all living in a dome or something like that, I think. Robots are in charge. I forget what the fuck it was. Some dystopian nightmare. What's up, Nick? Yeah, let's go. Oh, it's the same dev. Yeah, we're all living in just like Gary's mod instance. You get some oil in there. Oh, you gotta like unscrew the back and dump the oil in. Oh, sure. What's up, Dave? You guys doing? Can't put this oil down. Only for a second. Thank you for the raid. Hope you guys are doing good. Let's put it down. I was afraid I couldn't do it. Screwdriver. Lock it down. There we go. Let's give it some of the red oil. Have you guys ever got the red oil at In-N-Out and the blue oil? Next time you go to In-N-Out, ask for that. It's a secret item not a lot of people know about. Like, yeah, I need some of that red oil. Close it. Close it up. I like that sound effect. It's like a disembodied moaning or something. Pretty anxiety driving. It sounds like there's something like trying to find us. Got that Jersey Mike's nice. Yeah, I like that. I will never have a sandwich from there without that on it. Sloppy with red oil. This is coming, yeah, it's coming from the other side of this. Yeah, we're almost there. Just gotta push it open. Drilling layer 2. There's more to this. Final layer will activate shelter security measures. Reminder. There's no coming back. Press any key to confirm. Do it. Five minutes. What kind of security? All right, hurry up, drill. Well, what's wrong with it? Battery charge and the drill bit? Let's give it a charge. I like that's like a Hotline Miami horn. Can't talk. Horn. Let's get that battery charged. Mom. Let's do it. Get back to drilling. Yeah, the music is really nice in this. I do like it. I mean, that's the cool thing about a game like this where, you know, the other elements are stripped down and certain things about the game can shine through, like the music or, I don't know. Now it's broken. Oil again. Come on. Which oil? All the oils. I'll put the blue in the red. Let's tamper it back down. Shut it down. Bro. Drill it. Let's go. It's a horror game. Yeah, it's like a anxiety horror game. It's red. It's scary. I only got 2 minutes. Oh no. Again with the oil and the battery? Everything's broken. Everything. You gotta hurry. You gotta drill this bitch. I mean, this wall. Why? Is it not loose now? It's gonna whack. Go. I don't know, man. They're here. We got out. We can see tree. Wouldn't they just come outside and get you? Like, why would that stop them? It's kind of cool though. It has like that leaving the dystopian horror vibe a little bit. This place isn't what it. The rest of the note is intelligible. It's not what it seems. I hope a giant hand. Oh, sick. All right. Who's that? A new friend? All right, that's fucking sick. I love that. I don't know if I played that. I don't remember that. I have no recollection of this place. Also, Jabu sounds familiar. Music by Jabu. I feel like I've heard them before. Yeah, that was cool. They were protecting us this whole time. Apparently, that's like the first in a little anthology of games here. I gotta sneeze. I like how did the menu always have the door cut down like that? That's cool. It's a nice touch. I may have played it and I could have just melted away the memory somehow. I don't know. I've had a lot of stuff going on, I guess. Either way, I do like it. It's like a little bit more of, a little bit more of a deep thought for the game. All right, back to the menu. The other side. Control room alpha. Carbon steel. Okay, this is the one they were just talking about. Concrete trimmer. Okay, this sounds familiar. The Tartarus engine. Why does that sound so familiar? I don't know if they're supposed to be played in any particular order. Control room alpha. Let's do it. I got their like little bootleg DVDs kind of. All right, waiting for this next window to pop up. There we go. But yeah, I like this whole format. I don't know. I don't know why I don't remember it at all. So this is the same dev.
My name is Constantine, and I will be your supervisor for this shift. Let's start by opening up the nest cover.
I feel like I'm in a dirty fucking cardboard box right now, kind of.
Standing by.
Standing by. Battle cruiser. They're just standing by. Oh, there it goes. Little metal spiders.
Alright, begin the self-control procedure.
What the fuck was that?
Nest and pull out the vessels. Then put them in the sample case. If you are unsure how to proceed, refer to the crane operator manual.
Okay. Cool. Now we gotta put the thing in there. Nope. No. Turn off a little bit. No, not quite. know. Don't have a lot of spatial awareness here, apparently. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Well done. Now, I will remind you to be very careful with handling these vessels. Each one is worth over 1 million Vietnamese dons.
Okay. Oh, dude, he broke the window. Are we like in a cave? Where the fuck are we? Oh, come on.
Right. Okay. This is not your fault. The crane seems to be broken. I'm afraid mission control will not be happy about this. So, just go down there and put the sample into the case yourself. Don't worry about the thing, comrade. Most of the creatures that came out of that nest are harmless. Go pick up the sample. Standing by.
Okay. That's stupid. Warning. Big ass spiders. Proceed at your own risk. This is just like Mountain Dew Code Red. This is actually how they like extract it from a cave in deep in the mountains of Appalachia. Mountain Dew mines. Let's do it.
Good job, comrade. We might not have gotten all the sample, but for the first time,
Do spiders have big asses? I mean, yeah, they got that big ass in the back.
release that.
Well, there's a ball. Oh no. Whose ball was that, though? I love that. I love how just like anomalous object emerges from hole and everything goes crazy. Reality breaks down.
Control room Alpha. Do you copy? Control room Alpha. Do you copy?
I like that.
Control room Alpha. First of all,
I'm pretty sure that's the whole game.
congratulations on your new position in the EKRE Foundation.
The E-K-R-E. I'll be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom and stuff. I'll be back in a moment. We'll do the rest.
Scaredy cat. party. Introducing today's contestants. A director of semantic technology from Charlottesville, Virginia, Jeff. An IT manager from Sharon, Massachusetts, Jeff. And our returning champion, a bakery owner from Knoxville, Tennessee, Jeff, whose one-day cash winnings total $8,100.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our show. Good champion in Jeff. And Jeff. Happy to welcome you to our program as well. Here are the categories. First off, Jeff, and Jeff.
Let's try Jeff for 200.
Jeff.
All right.
Jeff.
What is Jeff?
Yes.
Jeff for 400.
Next game. Back to the menu here. Carbon steel. This is the one that Orion was talking about. Let's check it out. Jeff. Old E. There is actually like a social media website that is getting pretty big. It's just called Jeff. You guys should check it out. Make sure you get your name reserved on Jeff. Carbon steel. I do like the music and all these cool sounds. That's the helmet that Griffith had to wear in that other version of Berserk. They changed it though. You won't do anything. There we go. Shuttle 4. Passport. You. The complex? That sounds familiar. Papers, please. Shuttle 1. Now, Jeff is with a G is how they spell Jeff in Canada. It's like the official spelling in Canada. You know how they like spell things different in the British language? Color with a U, Jeff with a G. It's just Canadian. Kind of got a little half-light Black Mesa. Half-light. So your shirt is very polygonal. That's going to be the next King Gizzard album. Polygonal shirt. Polygonal Hank. This man talk? Just walk off. Dr. Freeman. Oh, it's the drill. No, no, it's not. Anon. Greetings from the research team. You'll be carrying out the main sample poll from the pit. The pit. which hosts a multitude of pressure-treated organisms. After the poll is successfully completed, you'll hand the data over to the team. As we discussed, this job will take a total of 3 days. We are still in the middle of setting up some of the equipment. Please enter your holding cell. Holding cell. Damn, am I supposed to poop in that? What? Am I a bad guy? Anesthesia formulator. Insert canister to continue. Now what do we got? We got some games here. What kind of games you got on this thing? Got some email. EP. Good morning. We're ready to begin. Raise the life form vessel within the main control elevator. Will be automatically surface. Blank data cells in the canister rack along with the empty anesthesia canisters. Shit's so complicated. Threat level 1. Huh. Insert canister. Where is it? This motherfucker's about to break out. Oops, I thought I muted myself, clearing my throat. Sorry if that wasn't. I mean, this is looking awfully like a canister over here. Oh, another button. Of course, of course. And then you put it here. I see. No? I mean, that seems like it's what you're supposed to do. Maybe it needs like a procure the correct mixture using the subclass weight data tables. Oh, okay, I see. So it's like based on what weight the thing is? Under 10. I guess I kind of get it. So you need 12 nitrous, 6 ISO, 2 CEVO. Are these like different? It still doesn't really like quite make sense. Oh, there's another thing over here. No, you can't insert into the upright one. It has to go into this one, it seems like. Then when you hit start, it just makes that sound. And there's another one over here, it seems like, but nothing going on. Oh, there's more. I see. So there's like one row of these. And then there's also this. I see. Twelve, 6, 2. What's this one called? Gray carbon or something? Yeah, I guess it has to be that one. It doesn't do anything. Oh. Oh, I see. That's way too much. The fuck do we start over? Let's pretty sure it's 12.6.2. Yeah. You think that's what that is? Oh, you're right. Oh. Alright. We've broken through. We figured it out. No. So maybe that doesn't even go in there. Yeah, it seems like it's not high enough. Where the fuck does it go? Maybe you have to do 2 of them? Oh, it was 82. I read that as 0.2. Alright. Fair enough. Thought the 8 was 0. Ah. Just like popped some fucking creature and it made him pass out. No. It was wrong. Oh, it could have been the wrong subclass. SC1. Or Charlie, okay. So 4,195. I don't know, it just seemed like it was supposed to happen. You do the thing and then you pass out. That's how work is. It sounds like a K-cup making coffee. That one sound. Ba-na-na-na. I gotta take the other thing out of there. It's kind of like the ooze. In the Ninja Turtles, when they like put the ooze on them. Oh, okay. Now we got like antimatter. Sick. There, go to sleep. New Futurama. I don't think I even watched all the old New Futurama. Although I do love Futurama. I'm sure I'll watch it at some point, but... What? Okay, that's fucking sick. Amorphous flesh. Some eyeballs poking out. Good work. Your work yesterday was excellent. The data you pulled far exceeded our expectations, especially considering the fact that this laboratory hasn't been in use for decades. The engineer has finished setting up the old surface analyzer. You can use it to pinpoint exact data class measurements from the otherwise unknown life forms. This will aid us in gathering even better data. If your work continues at this pace, we have big plans for you. We got a big plan for you. All right. We know that's not going to work out. We know that ain't going to work out. The thing with like cartoons and any show, I think now for that matter, is like we like move at such a rapid pace with ideas and memes and concepts now that like by the time like a show comes out, like all the stuff is already old. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like on YouTube, people make a video the day after a thing happens or whatever. I'm just saying, I think it's weird in some of these shows when all of a sudden someone's referencing like some weird dumb meme that happened like 2 years ago in like a new show, and it's like, when it was obviously like written at the time where that was like relevant, and then it no longer. I don't know. I just think that like the way we consume things now, like if they're gonna like write stuff based on those things, it doesn't work as well. Yeah, but back then, a reference about Napster made sense because news and information moved way slower. So, like, someone, you know, the Napster thing works because not everyone knew what the fuck Napster was, even like 2 years after it happened, you know? Like, I'm just saying in general that, like, shows with, like, that revolve around ideas like that sometimes don't land as well because it's, like, a thing that happened, like NFTs now. It's like, yeah, I don't know. We know about NFTs. Like, we've fucking ran it into the ground at this point. Like, making fun of them. So, I don't know. I don't think it's always like that. I just think some concepts are tough for shows to, like, write in now without it feeling strange, I guess. I don't know. Just my thought. Just my own thoughts. What are we working with here? We don't even know. Just threat level 3, 133. So we don't even know what the fuck this thing is. I think South Park is a good example of that not working, honestly, because South Park, especially like recently, like, I don't know. I can't pinpoint it exactly, but I feel like they're super guilty of that. Especially when these shows are being written in, like, you know, contained places or over time. I don't know. I don't know exactly. I have to formulate my thoughts on it. But. So what? We have no idea what kind of class this is. Delta class. Alpha? This shit's an alpha. Yeah, that too. Well, that's what something like The Simpsons, I think, does it well. Like, you watch the 90s episodes of The Simpsons, and they're layered in a way that maybe one joke is no longer relevant, but some other punchline is. You know what I mean? So, yeah, 20, 30 years later, those OG episodes still hold up. Some references don't. But I think it's layered in a way that those moments aren't, you know, the pinpoint or like the kingpin of the entire joke, I guess. So even if one thing isn't funny anymore, there's some other aspect of it that is. It's like just multifaceted and layered better. I think that that's a good example of just brilliant writing too. And there's shows that are like that now. It just depends. So 133, 9244. I don't know. We'll go for it. Let's do it. Yeah, that's exactly like it was funny to me as a kid, and I didn't understand half the shit of The Simpsons. But there was something there for everybody else, you know, like maybe you didn't understand the joke, but there's Bart at least or something. You know what I mean? Like Bart said something funny, so it was funny to me. But there's actually like a serious context to the episode or whatever. Pop it in there. Is it gonna work? Nope. Let's try again. Oh, the new computers? I saw your comment, but I thought you were talking about something else. These computers, okay. Let's go. Insert scanner. There's a thing next to him, then you scan the creature. Where's this disc guy? Read carefully. The contents of this disc will be erased once ejected. We haven't met, but I'm an engineer. I overheard the conversation from the researchers, and you're in trouble. Working on getting you out. I've taken one of the data cells. Find it tomorrow marked with an X. Give it to the researchers once you're done. I won't hang around for long. It's either tomorrow or never. See you soon. Oh, I see. Kind of has like a Ghostbusters feel to it almost. It's like some of the tools. Potential life form and subclass. Interesting. Beta SC2. Man, this thing's a fucking beta. Oh, man. What do we got? 104 pounds? Or a 4-pounder? 25, 55, 20. 25, 55, 20. Chill out. Oh no. Dude, he's screaming. What? Did I do something wrong? Oh, it's subclass 2. Some of this is like a little needlessly. 35, 10, 55. Easy enough. Maybe not. Oh no. $35. $10. $55. Are these like real chemicals too? These just made up things. I guess nitrous oxide is a real thing. All right, now we got it. Yeah, let's back him up. Didn't he say he had like an extra canister marked for me? Or is that tomorrow I was referring to? Oh. Well. There we go, the email. Final poll. Now ready to begin the final poll. The vessel has been home to far lower depths than earlier. Meaning that this organism will be exceptionally violent. Use your newly equipped fabricator to repair the exterior of the carrier vessel. Prevent it from breaking through. Jesus Christ. Okay. Fabricator, this thing. Bring it up. Oh, I see. So he's gonna like break it as we're doing this. $5,000 meters, man. But he's so small. He's in a little canister. Meh. I'm kind of lucky with this. It's all like part of the song. It's like a fucking industrial beat. Yeah. It's a fucking Akira Yamaoka song. Bluebird can never fucking do this on their own. It's Delta SC1. Delta SC1. What do we got for a weight? 85. Damn, it's a little bitch. 4888. Calm down tonight. Forget what the number was now. 48. What do you mean? Not in there? 4888. I knew it. I just wanted to check. Grilled some chicken in there? You fried some chicken in there? Ah. I don't see it marked. X is on the front. Too late now. I don't see any with an X. Top middle? Oh, yeah. It's a little tiny X, though. I guess I can't put it back down. Go back to sleep. What if he was lying, though? Maybe he was lying. We just finished reviewing the final data poll. Indeed, your work has proven to us that the risk is justified by the benefits. Excellent work. However, compared to ourselves, the life forms we previously studied are significantly less advanced. We believe that a human body would yield far more interesting results. You'll have the honor of being the first pressure-treated human. Please remain seated. I don't want to look at the computer. So what happens if you do the other container? Yeah, everything was fine. That's a K-cup machine sound, I swear to God. Or like an ice maker or something. Something drawing water. And it's like... Carbon steel. Maybe got drilled into. I do like this music a lot. The sound direction for this game is really cool. It's the same sound. It was that sound. There's a few more in here, but I think I'll play them tomorrow or something. I would like to play another game. We did that one.